Imagine you have the power to read mind. You look into a future employee or your current employee and you know exactly how they think, how they do things, and how they feel. How powerful is that? As a business owner, your people is one of the most important assets for your business, right? They can either make you or break you. So able to find the right people is extremely crucial to your success for your business. And not only that, imagine you just high-five someone and pass that mind reading power to, let's say, your manager. So he or she can also read the mind of your future candidate or your current employee and know exactly how they think, how they feel, and how they do things. And that's exactly what a personality test and many other personal assessment can do for you. When you utilize these tests properly, it gives you the insight on what a current employee or future employee would do for your business. In this video, I'm not going to talk about any one particular test. It's because there's so many different tests out there, it depends on the situation. But I will share with you the 3 areas that you must test all your future employee and your current employee so you can find an A player and assemble your invincible team. Hey, it's Joe Lau here. After spending almost 2 decades running multiple businesses, and I find that people are one of the most important assets for business, right? But honestly, for years, I didn't know what I was doing. So when I hire someone, a lot of times it's based on gut feeling. I would look up on the internet and try to find a standard list of interview questions and just ask them. And then a lot of time I make my decision really just based on gut feeling. Well, I would say my hit rate at that time to finding a good person is 50-50, right? Either you find one or you don't find one. So that's not very good. And I learned my lessons because we all know that when you have an employee that is not really doing a good job or not fit the company, it's a disaster. Not only a waste of money, it's completely waste of time. I remember there was times that when I try to hire someone that, to do something super simple, it takes me weeks to train that person, not only to find out that the person actually is not very good. So I actually have to fire the person just after 2 weeks of training, after 2 weeks of paid training, and I never want to do it again. And that's when I was thinking, there gotta be a better way to do this, more scientifically, more systematically, right? And that's when I discovered if you want to find an A player that will perform for the job and also fit in your company, you must test them on these 3 main areas that I'm about to share with you. The famous Greek philosopher Plato knew there was 3 parts of a human mind. Part number 1, cognitive. This part of the mind is all about intelligence, right? The capacity. Do they have the knowledge and experience to do the things that you want them to do? And this is also the part that is easiest to identify, right? Because think about it. Let's say you want to hire someone to do marketing for you. It's either they know how to do it, that they have experience to prove that they have done before, have track record, or they don't know how to do it. And on the flip side, do keep that in mind, this is also part of the mind that it can evolve, meaning it can be trained. So let's say you want to hire someone to do, again, marketing for you, right? And this person may only know how to do organic social media marketing. But since this person have demonstrated they have the capability to learn fast and have a sense of how to do marketing well, you can actually train them to do maybe paid marketing or email marketing. This part of the mind can evolve over time based on experience and training as well. So that's the first part. Cognitive. Number 2, conative. This part of the mind is all about doing, how you naturally do things. What I mean by this, how does a person get information? How do they organize information? How do they take risks, right? And also, how do they communicate? Let me give you an example. Let's say someone loves to get information in detail, and I'm one of those. I love to read in detail before I make a decision. And also, on top of that, imagine that person loves to organize information, like I'm also one of those. I love to organize information, I love to have plan and structure and system and process. Imagine you come tell that person like me, say, okay, you can't do things from 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, step by step. You're gonna have to jump around like step 1, step 5, and step 7, just jump like that. It would drive me like crazy. So that's not gonna work for me. Also, if you want someone to optimize your operation and create a system for your business so you can create predictable result, you probably want someone that genuinely like to organize things, right? You want someone that like to be like extremely organized, like 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, like that. Because when you build a system, you want someone else able to follow. If you don't build a system step by step, then how could anyone follow? So that's the example. If you want someone to build a system for you, you will want to find someone naturally enjoy organized things. Like also risk, right? People have different risk tolerance. Some are a lot more risk taker and some are a lot more conservative. And you want both in your organization. If your whole companies love to take risks, right? Guess what? You may even risking for the things that you have already built. So it's not about one or the other. It's about moderation and the balance between the two, right? And that's what you want to create a work dynamic. Imagine you know how a person naturally do things, like how do they organize information, how do they get the information, and how do they take risks, and you can able to communicate communicate with that effectively, like meaning that you give them time to do the things that they're naturally good at. If you want someone to do part of research, you want someone to be more detailed, right? Versus if you want someone to in charge of project management, you want to launch product as quick as possible. You probably want someone to able to have the tolerance to take risks higher, not someone that is like super conservative, want to really play slow, right? You want someone to have a little bit higher risk tolerance so they can help you launch product faster. So those are some of the examples on if you know someone how they naturally do things, it's extremely powerful. Number 3, affective. This part is all about feelings. Why is it so important? Think about it. Let's say you want to hire a customer service. You probably want someone genuinely more patient, more calm, so you can handle customer service kind of job. If you want someone to do sales, you probably want someone more outgoing, energetic, and genuinely like to be in front of people. And those are the people that really fit on the sales criteria. And that's why able to understand how they feel, what they want is extremely powerful. So you can truly utilize who they are. And not only will it help you on the business side of it also help you to have much happier employee and much happier and more positive work environment, which in the long run, your business is gonna win. And it's a win-win situation. So that's a third part, affective. So there you have it. If you want to find an A player so you can assemble your invincible team, you must test them on all 3 areas. First area, cognitive, how they think. Conative, how do they naturally do things. Affective, how do they feel. And once you implement that to your business, you have the insight on how they perform and how they fit into your company. If you like this video, I'd like to invite you to join my free webinar where I'm going to share with you 3 secrets on how to work less and make more. So click the link below, join the webinar, and I'll see you there. Want to check every single, want to dot all the I, all the T's, so they can be a lot more and genuinely. Imagine you can have that power to read mind